What's up you guys, it's Gerald and welcome back to another video. I'm finally monetized! This is like, woo! I want to scream. Should I scream? Woo! Okay, better not scream so loud. So thank you so much for supporting me all this while, and I want to celebrate this achievement with you because you helped me achieve it, so thank you. So welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to tell you the truth about making money on YouTube, and trust me, it's gonna shock you. And if you are interested to learn about how much YouTubers make, especially Singaporean YouTubers, or if you're an aspiring YouTuber, you're gonna wanna know how much YouTubers make. At the same time, I know that talking about money can be quite a sensitive topic because 2020 has been a really rough year for a lot of business owners and people that are employed. So if hearing, how much money other people make kind of makes you upset, so please kind of just click off the video because I do not want to make you feel uncomfortable in any way. So my hope for making this video is that I can inspire new YouTubers and more importantly, shed light on the actual numbers YouTubers make. And if that sounds good to you, do me a small favor and give that like button a little tap on the back, like how you would support a friend. Okay, so first up, let's roll back in time to when it all began. So for me, unlike most small YouTubers, I actually started out really early. I started out posting my very first video in 2012, and subsequently I kind of split or created a new channel where I posted just purely badminton focused type videos. That channel recently just crossed 100,000 subscriber mark. So very briefly, for the bigger channel, I only started to become very serious in YouTubing about 2 years back when I hit 10,000 subscribers. And the funny thing is that despite having 100,000 subscribers and getting over 500,000 views a month, I'm only making about $300 to as much as $600 a month. Whereas a quick search on YouTube would reveal that a lot of small YouTubers with 1 to 10,000 subscribers would make just as much, if not significantly more money than I make, even though I had 500,000 views and 100,000 subscribers. So what went wrong? So here's the thing. I noticed that how much YouTubers get paid in terms of Adsense, because there are other ways to get paid, is first, monetize views, and secondly, how much advertisers pay for those views. So when it came to my bigger channel, in terms of views, it was pretty okay. But on the other end of the equation, when it came to how much advertisers were willing to pay to advertise on a badminton channel, it was terrible. Advertisers were paying 80 cents per 1,000 views. And that is why I only made so little. Whereas a personal finance channel of the same size would easily get like $20 per 1,000 views. Meaning to say that if that badminton channel was a personal finance channel instead, it would be making approximately $20,000. And that is why at the end of 2019, it made me wonder, am I in the wrong niche? And therefore I decided, you know what, let's just restart from scratch. And I decided to use this channel, which is kind of not a new channel, it's a dormant channel, which had about 300 subscribers from random people, friends that kind of supported this channel. So I started in December 2019 with 300 subs and negligible amount of views. So I started from scratch to post my very first video. And lo and behold, after a week, I only gotten about, 50 views. It was terrible. And in fact, all these views were from my friends from Facebook, where I shared it everywhere and asked friends to help me, watch my videos. YouTube did not favor me at all. It did not share my videos to any other people except my friends. So that was my first slap in the face, thinking that, hey, all those experience and brand that I've created from my badminton channel would transfer over. Sadly, it didn't. But that didn't matter. That did not make me give up because I knew that I love personal finance, I love business, so it doesn't matter if my first video didn't do well. Eventually, I hope you do well. So I tried again and again and again. And without realizing, I was about 6 months in posting weekly videos. Sometimes there was a period of time I scaled up to 3 times a week. So 6 months in, I was only getting about 1,000 hours of watch time, about 25% of the required watch hours to become monetized. I was almost there when it came to subscribers, about 900 subscribers. But that made me realize that I'm not going to get monetized anytime soon. So what do I do? Do I think about the money? Do I think about passion? I was lost. And to be honest, I almost wanted to give up. But because I had friends, other friends that were aspiring entrepreneurs, YouTubers themselves, and I saw them struggle, I knew that, hey, if I keep putting in an effort, I keep being consistent, helping people, someday the people or the community will reward me. It was only about 10 months in where I had my first viral video that I broke the the 4,000 watch hours. It was the video I made about Imran. The funny thing was that it wasn't really about personal finance, it was slightly off topic. That video went really viral. It was a 30-minute video which had over 20,000 views, and that got me over 3,000 watch hours. So that was insane. And that allowed me to be monetized. But even after being monetized, you need to understand that most of the views came from that one video. Not to mention, when it came to monetizing this channel, I didn't really think through all the different ways I can monetize this channel. I thought, hey, you know what, I'm just gonna rely on YouTube Adsense and I'll be pretty okay. And I couldn't be more wrong. In fact, the first month of being monetized, here's how much I made. When it came to AdSense, I made about $60 a month, as you can see from this dashboard. So it wasn't anything to be very proud of. Just to break down the numbers in a little bit more details, I have about 130,000 views in this channel. I made 45 videos and it takes me about 10 hours, to make one video. So in total, I spent 450 hours and I made $60. So if you were to break it down per hour, it took me 450 hours just to make $60. That's about 10 cents per hour. Yeah, if you want to make YouTube because of money, trust me, it's going to be a long journey ahead of you. I mean, for those of us that kind of managed to blow up because you are very special, you had a viral video, again, that's not the norm. In fact, having spent thousands of dollars signing up for different YouTube courses, including Tim Schmoyer's courses and many other YouTube grades courses to learn how to build a channel, I could not make my video just become super monetizable within a year. So if you're thinking of starting a YouTube channel, you need to start thinking about the different ways of monetizing your channel. In fact, for me, I utilize another method of monetizing my channel, which is to use affiliate links or partnerships to get money for referrals. And that was what made my first month relatively profitable. So just to break down, I made 3 videos about affiliate products. So first was Tiger Brokers and second is about Google Pay. So just that alone paid me $600 in my first month. That's right, 10 times more than the YouTube AdSense. So in total, if I were to add them all up, in terms of affiliate, I got $640, YouTube I got $60, so that means I made $700 in my first month of being monetized on YouTube. So some of you can kind of argue that this is recurring, but with that said, affiliate is not that stable, whereas Google AdSense is a little bit more stable. So if you break down paid based on effort per month, I make 4 videos a month, so 40 hours divided by 700, I make about $20-ish an hour, which is decent. But trust me, this is not the norm at all, because if you are in finance, AdSense paid a lot. Whereas if you remember, I have another channel talking about badminton. That channel made 20 cents in the first month of being monetized. So bear in mind, this is absolutely not the norm at all. It takes a lot of effort to scale and make a lot of money on YouTube. But that being said, there are a lot of benefits to starting a YouTube business. So I'm going to go through like some pros and cons of the YouTube business so that you kind of understand that, starting a YouTube business is not all that painful, but it's also not all that glorious. So the first thing is that to start a YouTube channel, you really don't have to be an expert in filmmaking. You don't have to be an expert in your field. In fact, a lot of YouTubers make it big just by sharing their own experiences, what they're learning along the way. YouTube also doesn't require a lot of money to start. In fact, I got my first 100,000 subscribers and made over $8,000 from AdSense alone just by using my smartphone. And when it came to the income, well, it could be argued that YouTube is relatively automated. I won't say passive because passive is a little bit tricky, right? So it's quite automated in the sense that YouTube will constantly publish or share your video, because if you make a video like, for example, how to tie a tie, it's a good video, it's going to last for quite a while. People will keep watching it again and again and again. So if you have a business, this is kind of like automated business system, right? And not to mention, when you make YouTube videos, you can kind of make it almost anywhere in the world. So that means that you potentially rent a cheaper place, go out of town, to the less crowded area, reduce your cost of living, and therefore kind of get by making YouTube videos. That being said, what I really love about making YouTube videos is that you don't have a boss you have to answer to. Pros and cons, because no boss, meaning no one's going to motivate you, and that is why it is so important to be passionate and also to care for your mental well-being. It's very easy to get burnt out, and also YouTube, you can scale globally. You can sit at the desk at home make a video, and it will be spread across the world. So that's the beauty of YouTube. But YouTube is not all glorious. There are some downsides to it. The first is the struggle is real. In fact, in order for you to get a sizable amount of money, most YouTubers, I won't say all because some people make it within a year, 26 million being a small kid. I don't know how that happened, but most YouTubers struggle for years before they make it into like a full-time living, not to mention the huge level of uncertainty because YouTube ultimately is an algorithm. So a lot of the growth is not fully within your control. So that means that even if you make like 1,000 videos, right? If you do not optimize it well for the algorithm, even if you optimize it for the algorithm, if the algorithm does not favor you, like my Badminton Academy, you will not get a lot of money from AdSense alone. So that means you could potentially spend hundreds of thousands of hours and not get paid a lot of money. That being said, if you think about it carefully, you do it properly, YouTube is a fantastic platform to have time freedom, money freedom, and more importantly, to grow a legitimate business. So at the end of the day, I hope by sharing all this, it kind of inspires you, but also not scare you of the potential in starting a YouTube business. My first month being monetized, I got $700, and I tell you, I am so damn grateful to be able to make $700, and I hope I can sustain this for a period of time. So I committed to this platform, and I hope I can carve out my space and slowly grow and become a decent YouTuber in this platform. Hopefully I can scale quickly, but who knows, right? Will you know? The only way you know is really if you kind of subscribe to my channel. That's how I stay in touch. Wings. And with that said, if you have any questions about the YouTube platform, how is it like being 100,000 subscriber? How is it like restarting a channel from scratch? Feel free to ask me. I'm happy to help out. And with that said, I'll catch you next time. Take care, everyone.